You know, this ownership group truly is the survivors of the Great Depression and the survivors of the 80s. I was just old enough to really understand what was going on. I grew up in an area that was devastated. We lost all of our equipment dealers in the county that I grew up in. There never has been one since. There were a lot of foreclosures. It was just a miserable time in the area.
Our local bank closed there in town. We weathered through that, worked with our customers. Very, very few of them went bankrupt. Very, very, very few had to leave the farm. We actually had a couple of used equipment auctions. There were scary days when you're riding the auction truck and you know that you have more money in the piece of equipment than what it brings on the sale.
Our employees were resilient. We had that attitude of we can conquer things and we can overcome obstacles, and I think we've been successful in doing that.
You know, I believe John Deere has had the ability to see a little further into the future and to stay agile and adaptable.
My uncle told me a long, long time ago, he said if you get in an airplane and if you fly around rural America, most people down there would love to have a new John Deere on their farm. I think just the quality there, the heritage is there. You know, they've always had good products. I think that's why John Deere's where they're at today.
And it's been good support from the company to the dealers, and we've had a great relationship with the John Deere company.
A lot of the things that we experienced in our growth, our farmer customers are going through some of those same challenges today, and a lot of what we get to do is simply share some of our best practices and what we've learned over the years with our growers and producers.
We've always been on the leading edge of technology, and whether it was replacing mules and horses with tractors or combines and sprayers can adjust on the go. I think it's always been interesting to see those changes and stay in front of those changes.
A lot of times we get pulled in on transition strategies in ownership within a family, or you know, as these farms get larger and manpower and labor is more of a challenge in some of the more remote areas, just helping them figure out how to attract the right kind of labor and the right kind of talent and get them to stay in those communities.
There are so many correlations now between our customers and our business that we can help them, from how they're going to handle their crop, to the marketing, to the advice of what machinery they need to own, what machinery they need to lease. That's where we come in. We're more of an advisory role right now, just to help them.
Well, the Midwest is a great area, particularly for agriculture. Good people, a good workforce. It's a great place to do business.
Being able to do it at this kind of scale and see it happen with all of our employees and all of the communities that we serve is very rewarding.